The sixth task, separating this from that. In this part of the tale, Baba Yaga requires two very demanding tasks of Vasilisa. A woman's psychic tasks are these: learning fine discrimination, separating one thing from the other with finest discernment, learning to make fine distinctions in judgment, sorting the mildewed corn from the good corn, and sorting the poppy seeds from the pile of dirt, observing the power of the unconscious and how it works even when the ego is not aware, the pairs of hands which appear in the air. More learning about life, corn, and death, poppy seeds. Vasilisa is asked to separate four substances: mildewed corn from whole corn, and poppy seed from dirt. The intuitive doll completes the sorting of one from the other. Sometimes this sorting process occurs at such a deep level it is barely conscious to us, until one day. The sorting spoken of in the tale is the kind which occurs when we face a dilemma or question, but not much is forthcoming to help us solve it. But leave it alone and come back to it later, and there may be a good answer waiting for us where there was nothing before. Or go to sleep, see what you dream. Perhaps the 2-million-year-old woman will come visit you from the nightland. Perhaps she will be bearing the solution, or will show you that the answer is under your bed, or in your pocket, or in a book, or behind your ear. It is a phenomenon that a question asked before bedtime, with practice, elicits an answer upon awakening. There is something in the psyche, something of the wildish doll, something under, over, or in the collective unconscious, which sorts the materials while we sleep and dream. And reliance on this attribute is also part of the wild nature. The mildewed corn has two meanings. As a liqueur, mildewed corn may be used both as an inebriative and a medication. There is a fungal condition called corn smut, a rather fuzzy black fungus which is found in mildewed corn, which is also reputed to be hallucinogenic. It is hypothesized by various scholars that hallucinogens from wheat, barley, poppies, or maize were used in the old illusion goddess rites in Greece. Additionally, the sorting of the corn that the Yaga bids Vasilisa do is also related to the gathering of medicines by curanderas, the old woman healers one can still observe at this work throughout Central and South America today. We see the woman healers' ancient remedies and treatments also in the poppy seed, which is a soporific and barbiturate, as well as in the dirt, which has been used since ancient times and is still used today in poultices and as packs, baths, and even for ingestion under certain circumstances. This is one of the loveliest phrasings in the story. The fresh corn, mildewed corn, poppy seed, and dirt are all remnants of an ancient healing apothecary. They are used as balms, salves, infusions, and poultices to hold other medicines on the body, and as metaphors, they are also medicines for the mind. Some nourish, others put to rest, some cause languor, others stimulation. They are facets of the life-death life cycles. Baba Yaga is not only asking Vasilisa to separate this from that, to know the difference between things of like kind, such as a real love from a false love, or nourishing life from spoiled life, but she is also asking her to distinguish one medicine from another. Like dreams, which can be understood on the objective level, but still retain a subjective reality, these elements of food, medicines, also have symbolic guidance for us. Like Vasilisa, we have to sort out our psychic healing agents, to sort and sort and sort to understand that food for the psyche is also medicine for the psyche, and to wring the truth, the essence, out of these elements for our own nourishment. All of these elements and tasks are teaching Vasilisa about the life, death, life nature, the give and take of caring for the wild nature. Sometimes, in order to bring a woman closer to the life, death, life nature, I ask her to keep a garden. Let this be a psychic one, or one with mud, dirt, green, and all the things that surround and help and assail. Let it represent the wild psyche. The garden is a concrete connection to life and death. You could even say there is a religion of garden, for it teaches profound psychological and spiritual lessons. Whatever can happen to a garden can happen to soul and psyche. Too much water, too little water, bugs, heat, storm, flood, invasion, miracles, dying back, coming back, boon, and healing. During the life of the garden, women keep a diary recording the signs of life-giving and life-taking. Each entry cooks up a psychic soup. In the garden, we practice letting thoughts, ideas, preferences, desires, even loves, both live and die. We plant, we pull, we bury. We dry seed, sow it, support it. The garden is a meditation practice, that of saying when it is time for something to die. In the garden, we can see the time coming for both fruition and for dying back. In the garden, one is moving with rather than against the inhalations and exhalations of greater wild nature. Through this meditation, we acknowledge that the life-death-life cycle is a natural one. Both wild women's life-giving and death-dealing natures are waiting to be befriended, forever loved. In this process, we become like the cyclical wild. We have the ability to infuse energy and strengthen life, and to stand out of the way of what dies. Tomorrow I'll read from the 7th task, Asking the Mysteries.